While we get ready for the Dunlop Mini Miglia Challenge to grid up, we heard from some of the drivers earlier on, Phil Harvey, Colin Peacock and championship leader Andrew Jordan.
Right, I'm down in the very wet Mini Miglia paddock here, and I've decided to come down and have a chat with Phil Harvey. Phil, we were just having a little chat there actually off there, weren't we, and saying puddles out there, it's pretty treacherous conditions in qualifying.
Oh yeah, the puddles, you couldn't just see where they were.
Yeah.
Coming up the main straight, the car would go left or right.
Wow.
You weren't sure where it was going to go when you hit the puddles. And with a limited slip diff as well, it was pulling it all over the place.
Now it's wet now, might dry up for racing action, but it's still going to be damp, isn't it? Is that going to change any thinking for you during the race, or just be careful?
Oh, be careful, but it depends how quickly it dries up.
Yeah.
We're about at just after 4 o'clock, so there is a good chance with this wind blowing, it might be a dry enough track to put a slicks on.
Really, get the slicks going.
Yeah.
I mean, look, qualifying, you're down sort of the other end of the grid, shall we say, but can you get through?
Maybe. I've got a terrible misfire which I'm trying to find.
I can see the bonnet's actually off, isn't it? We can't get the camera out, it's just too wet.
Yeah.
But I hope you get everything sorted anyway. Thanks for talking to us, Phil. Best of luck for the race.
Thank you.
Stay dry.
Yeah. Impossible.
Impossible. Right, here we are back in the Mini Miglia paddock. I'm here with Colin Peacock as well. Just saying, actually, you qualified 10th, and you want to know how Andrew Jordan went so much quicker.
Yeah, he went 10 seconds quicker. I don't know where he did it. They're going to go find him and get his V-box and look, it just must be somewhere. But I'm just glad to have survived it. You know, you're aquaplaning the forum all the way around, aquaplaning on the main straight. It's just...
Of course, these minis, like, they look ultra lightweight as well. It's like ice skating, I suppose, almost out there, was it?
It's absolutely, it is like ice skating. You sort of like, you know, normally I can sort of like drive with one hand on the gear stick just to make sure, but I had to have two hands, like, just try,
holding a 10 to 2, holding off a bit. It's like driving lessons again, isn't it?
No. It's gone that way, it's gone that way, you know.
We're going to have different conditions for the race, even if it's slightly lighter rain, not as heavy as it has been.
It does dry quickly here, so there'll be someone gambling on slicks if it's a bit wet.
Would it be you, do you think?
It might be me,
You're a gambler, Colin.
I only need to get 2 places and I'll be on pole for the race tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
there you go. There you go.
So it gets reversed, as you may remember from Silverstone. So I just need to get 2 places and I'm on pole.
Fantastic.
So but just keep out of trouble. It's a nice red car. It's nice and tidy. So
good man. Good man. No damage. No,
don't want
to see you. Colin, thanks for talking to us. We're going to join you actually and find Andrew. Cheers. Right, here we are with the man who's going to start this Mini Miglia race on pole position, Andrew Jordan. Andrew actually caught up with Colin Peacock a minute ago. He's a man, he's trying to find you. I'm warning you now because he wants to know, how on earth did you go so quick?
Probably a bit out of control. The conditions are so bad. There was part of me that was a bit surprised they're actually running it. There was so much standing water, and obviously we are. So, and that was, to be honest, it was just quite low risk. It was, I could see obviously the guys were giving me the time difference on the pit board. And we had quite a gap. So if I needed to go a bit quicker, I could probably go a bit.
Wow. Okay.
Take a bit more risk in certain areas on the standing water.
He won't like hearing that.
No, probably not. So, but yeah, if we can have, I'm starting from the pole, so. Have a good race and hopefully some of the standing water goes and it makes it a little bit more enjoyable.
We are expecting it to be perhaps a little bit drier. Is that going to close everybody up to you a bit, do you think?
Yeah, probably. You know, if it's bone dry, the slipstream's massive here, so the race will be very close. Obviously with the conditions like this, the slipstream isn't really anything, so it's more about getting a neat and tidy lap. So
well, you want to be at the front, don't you? Because
get out the spray. So get out the spray, and if we could get clear on the first lap and get into a nice rhythm and get some sort of tyre temperature over the first couple of laps, that would be nice. But yeah, enjoying it. Nice relaxed weekend.
Good, man. Well, one last thing as well. I just saw you handing out a load of Starbucks to everybody. Where's mine?
Yeah, sorry, if I'd known you were here, I'd have got you one. So, yeah, celebrate pole with some coffee and cakes and keep the guys happy.
Congratulations, best of luck for the race. Andrew Jordan is going to start the race on pole. And it's almost time, actually, for the Mini Miglias to take to the track. I'm going to hand over to your commentator, Dave Goddard, who's going to take you through the action.
Thanks very much, Ian. Cars on the grid then, for the first of 2 races this weekend for the Dunlop Mini Miglia Challenge. Oh dear, one of the front row men has been pushed off the grid. Look on the right of your picture there. Kane Astin has had a problem with the number 11 car. It looks like he's not going to take the starts. We'll give you the grid Anyway, the Miglias start in front of the Mini Libre class for the more free engine cars. They're moving off on their green flag lap, so here is the grid. In pole position, it is number 77 of Andrew Jordan, qualified half a second clear of number 11, Kane Astin, but Kane not taking the start, so 77 starts there alone. Second row, number 21, reigning champion Aaron Smith in the pink car, and number 85 in blue there, Sam Summerhays. Row 3 at 55, which is Ben Colburn, and alongside him, number 23, Rupert Death, former champion. Fourth row, 25, James Colburn, Ben's brother, and number 37, James Cuthbertson. The fifth row, 34, Joe Ferguson, good to see he's there, had a problem in qualifying earlier, alongside number 4, Colin Peacock. The sixth row, number 20, Mark Sims, and 88, Kieran MacDonald. Seventh row, 49, which is Martin Wager, and 91, Torben Astin, nephew of Kane. He's got to uphold family honour now. His uncle has pulled off the grid. The eighth row, 44, Sean King, another man who had a few problems in qualifying, and 69 of Tony LeMay. And 96, Justin Cooper, starts on row 9. Then there's a gap of a couple of rows, and we get the Mini Libre category for the slightly different engine cars. 219, Richard Colburn, Colburn Senior that is, starts on row 12 in car 219, alongside 177, which is Peter Cruz. 13th row, 113, Phil Harvey, and 133 of Les Stanton, and at the back, 126, Peter Hills. So two separate grids, they start at the same time, and this will be a 20-minute race. Just had the starting drivers through for Britcar as well, so thank you, Steve Wood. And notification of the pit stop penalties as well. But it's the Minis we concentrate on now. They had an absolutely storming season opener at Silverstone, with 8 cars battling for the lead in each race. It was Welshman Endaf Owens who took the win in race 1, and the noted historic racer Nick Padmore who won race 2, but neither of them out this weekend, so we will see some new winners. The championship is led by Andrew Jordan, who's on pole position. He had 2 second places at the season opener, consistency putting him into the title lead. Second in the championship is Endaf Owens, and third Nick Padmore. Aaron Smith, the defending champion, the pink car, is fourth in the points, and rounding out the top 5, Ben Colburn, who's in the green 55 car. Had the measure of his brother James in the black and orange 25 there. He had a few mechanical problems at Silverstone, sadly, and retired in both races. Tony LeMay in the white car, number 69. The Libre class championship led there by Richard Colburn. He had 2 wins at Silverstone, ahead of Peter Hills. Andrew Jordan began his career in rallycross, so he knows a few things about driving on slippery surfaces. Then went into British touring cars, won the title with the Pertec Honda in 2013, before moving into historic racing of various categories. He's raced everything from Shelby Cobras to Lotus Cortinas, and plenty more besides. There's Peter Cruz, 177, the Britax Cooper. He's been racing minis for many decades in various guises. I remember at the Mini Festival at Brands Hatch several years ago, there was an event called the Fastest Mini in the World. And a few of these drivers competed in that. Peter Cruz was on the grid for that one. Pete Edwards, the noted racing instructor, the owner of the Motorsport School, won it in his 2-litre space frame conversion. Of course, the greatest mini racer of all in British history is probably Peter Baldwin. Recently celebrated his 80th birthday, if I remember rightly. Still prepares cars for this championship for some drivers. A mini legend, Peter Baldwin. Wonder if he's here in the paddock this weekend. A fine field of cars. Great shame for Kane Astin, a problem on the grid. Didn't have the best of weekends at Silverstone either, failed to finish race 2. There's Kane's car, parked by the marshal's post on the right. Andrew Jordan in the red, white and black Swift-tuned prepared car on pole. The KAD car of Aaron Smith on the second row in pink. Sam Summerhays in blue alongside him. Third row, Ben Colburn alongside Rupert Death, the former champion, in another Swift-tuned prepared car, number 23, backed by Mini Spares. Thanks to Mini Spares and MED Engineering for their support of this championship, as well as Dunlop tyres. Let's hope not too many Mini Spares are needed to repair cars after this one. Let's hope for plenty of good, clean fun from the Dunlop Mini Miglia Challenge. Looks like we are all just about in position. Revs rise and away they go. Good start by Andrew Jordan. Slow start by number 44 at the back there, Sean King. We're missing a couple of cars, I notice, in the Mini Libre pack as well. I don't think Richard Colburn's there on the grid for this one, so we'll see a new winner in them. It's Andrew Jordan who leads the way into the first corner ahead of Aaron Smith and Sam Summerhayes. Rupert Death fourth, James Cuthbertson in fifth. They're going down to Wilson's hairpin for the first time. Expect to see plenty of sideways driving here. Rupert Death throws it around the outside. He's the first to get sideways on that slightly more damp outside line. They're all over each other. Tony LeMay runs wide in the 69 car. Peter Cruz leads the Libre class. Yes, Richard Colburn's not there, neither is Peter Hills. So two of the championship contenders non-starters. Through towards Palm as they come. Joe Ferguson under fire there from the number 20 of Mark Sims. They start to sort themselves out. Phil Harvey at the back in 113, the Birmingham driver in the red and yellow car there. It's down towards Agostini for the first time. Not the best of starts by Ben Colburn. He's dropped back a little. Brother James behind him. Too many Colburns in this championship, and they're out tomorrow in the Brick Car Trophy in their Clios as well. Andrew Jordan, the man from Lichfield in Staffordshire, already beginning to pull away, looking for his first victory of the season. Was second in both races at the season opener at Silverstone behind Owens and Padmore. Aaron Smith in second place. Then we've got Sam Summerhayes third. Rupert Death is fourth. Then up into fifth position. That looks like Kieran McDonald in 88. He's made a good start. He started back in 11th on the grid. And somebody slowing there. That looks like Tony LeMay in car 69 with a problem. That's a great shame. He could be heading for the paddock. It is Kieran McDonald, the orange car up there. James Cuthbertson behind him. There's Joe Ferguson, ex-junior saloon car start. And then mini veteran Colin Peacock in the red number 4. Ferguson runs wide through Nelson's. There's Ben Colburn, Mark Sims, James Colburn. Behind them is Torben Astin. His father and uncle, Damon and Kane, have both raced in the Mini Miglias. Torben making his way up, another man to graduate from junior saloon cars. See them out tomorrow for their races. There's number 44 at the back of the field. Sean King made a bit of a slow start, the Oxfordshire driver. Through Murray's they go to complete the first lap. Jordan leads by over 3 seconds. A frantic battle developing for second between Smith, Summerhayes and Rupert Death, trying to get up the outside in the number 23 car, and he is going to go around the outside. Superb by Rupert Death, very daring on the brakes there on this damp surface. And Aaron Smith lost another place because Sam Summerhayes in the 85 has come through as well. Jordan dives through the hairpin in the 77, going clear of Death in second. Daring Death, I think we'll call him for that move around the outside. Kieran McDonald is fifth. Then sixth is Joe Ferguson, seventh Cuthbertson, eighth Peacock, then ninth and 10th the Colburns. As they cross the line for the first time, the Libre class being led by Peter Cruz. Tony LeMay has pulled into the pits. He's out of the race. Well, over 3 seconds was the lead for Andrew Jordan at the end of lap number 1. Rupert Death now holding second place. Sam Summerhayes, sideways Sam we'll call him, going through Agostini there. Just about holds it together. Both Death and Summerhayes had a non-finish at Silverstone, so looking to make up for lost points. Aaron Smith had third place in both races. He's chasing Sam Summerhayes for another third position here in the Mini Spares car. Here they come down to Williams corner, fling their way through. There's Kieran McDonald in 5th position. Joe Ferguson is 6th in the pink car. Cuthbertson 7th, then Peacock, the Colburns 9th and 10th. And behind them, Martin Wager, Mark Sims, Torben Astin, and the Libre class leader, Peter Cruz, in the yellow car. Cracking stuff as always from the Mini Miglias. Torturing their Dunlop tyres to the very limit here. Cuthbertson gets back ahead of Colin Peacock, the Londoner in number 4. Ben Colburn's got ahead of him as well, the 55 going through. The Sussex driver now attacking Cuthbertson as they come down towards the bomb hole. There's James Colburn in the 25 up behind them. They're all over each other in the minor placings. Behind them, Martin Wager in the Spraytech car wants a bit of this as well. Cuthbertson's been shuffled back again. James Colburn goes through. Has James Cuthbertson got a problem, I wonder? Seems to be losing places in the 37 car. Still your leader is Andrew Jordan at the conclusion of lap number 2 by nearly 6 seconds. He's almost doubled his lead over Rupert Death in second. Summerhayes third, Smith fourth, McDonald fifth. Aaron Smith round the outside, chased by Sam Summerhayes, the Bristol driver in the 85, and Kieran McDonald is closing up here in 88. It's the man from Milton Keynes. Kieran McDonald missed the first round at Silverstone, so he's eager to make up the points as well, in the points as well. Summerhayes bouncing over the curbs there. Rupert Death escaping though in second place now, going after Andrew Jordan. He's about 2.5 seconds ahead of the Summerhayes-Smith battle. There's Joe Ferguson in the 34. Races more historic minis as well, more historically accurate in series such as Masters pre-66 minis. Joe Polly competes in those all. We'll see her in the Mini 7s. Oh, Sam Summerhayes, bit of an overshoot there, bit of understeer through Agostini. He's lost the place. Kieran McDonald has come through now. He's going well up into 4th place. Then Ferguson, Colburn. Martin Wager's got ahead of James Colburn. He's made up a few spots in there. Then Peacock, Cuthbertson and Sims. Oh, this is great stuff. Not quite as tightly packed as they were at Silverstone, but still good close racing in the midfield. Andrew Jordan's getting away out in front in the 77. This battle rages on in the lower reaches of the top 10. Leading the Libre class is still Peter Cruz. There's Mark Sims. The Sims family have been in the Mini 7 Racing Club for many decades. Series founded back in 1966. James Colburn raced all manner of historic cars along with his father and brother. Regulars in Austin A35s with the Historic Racing Drivers Club. There's Colin Peacock, one of the longest serving drivers in the Mini 7 Racing Club. The name, incidentally, if it seems unfamiliar, Mini 7 comes from what was going to be the original name for the Mini, the Austin Mini 7 and the Morris Mini Minor, when the car was launched back in 1959, Sir Alekis Agonis's design. But they simply became known as the Mini, and it stuck. Oh, there's somebody off. That's James Cuthbertson on the grass coming out of Murray's there. There's Peter Cruz. He's leading the Mini Libre category with his Britax Cooper. And somebody pulling off. Phil Harvey, number 113, the man from Birmingham, was running at the back of the field. He is out of the race. That's a great shame. Loss of points in the Libre category. There's not. I think there's only 2 of the Mini Libre category running now. Yes, Les Stanton behind Peter Cruz. Oh no, Peter Hills is there. I missed him earlier on when we looked down the grid. So he did start the race. Apologies there to Peter. Andrew Jordan continues to lead, over 6 seconds clear now of Rupert Death. Here's the battle for third because Kieran McDonald in the Mini Spares number 88 has caught Aaron Smith, the defending champion. And McDonald is going for it. Through towards Oggies. The Pink Panther holds that third place, but here comes the orange machine of Kieran McDonald. I don't think he's going to get through at Williams. He might be able to draft him on the Bentley straight there, nose to tail. Here he comes. There's your race leader, Andrew Jordan. Well clear of Rupert Death in second place. The man from Lichfield looking for his first win of the season to extend his championship lead. Battle still raging in the further reaches of the top 10 as well. There's Rupert Death, a rather lonely second place for Rupert, the man from Cambridge. Here comes the battle for third. Has Kieran McDonald got through? No, he hasn't. He's still on the tail of Aaron Smith. And here's the battle for fifth. It's Sam Summerhayes under real pressure. Joe Ferguson goes through, coming out of Murray's. I thought there was going to be some contact there as they came into Murray's. Over the line, this is the third place fight. Smith, McDonald, there's the fight for fifth. Ferguson ahead of Summerhays. And then Ben Colburn is going after them in the green 55. Field of many colours, this one, isn't it? Kaleidoscope of minis battling round Snetterton. We've got just coming up to half distance, 10 minutes of the race to go. Aaron Smith sideways on the hairpin there. Ferguson a bit wide, but Sam Summerhays not able to capitalise. Starting to string out a little now. Jordan leads, but the gap has come down at the front of the field by about a second on that last lap. Death did the fastest lap of the race, 2:15.618. So he's starting to catch Andrew Jordan lately here. And Smith in the pink in third place. Kieran McDonald, a great run through. He started back on about the 6th row of the grid and he's come through to challenge for a podium. You could say McDonald is loving it here. McDonald has closed right up on Smith and he's going to try again as they come towards the Bentley Straight. I don't think he's going to be able to get up the inside. No, not quite room there at Williams. And Joe Ferguson's closing in on them all the time. Sam Summerhays has lost another place because Ben Colburn has got through. This is heating up again in the midfield. There's a scrap further back. Martin Wager, James Coburn and Colin Peacock. Aaron Smith has got the inside into Brundle. He's held third place. Ferguson's there in fifth. Then it's Ben Coburn, Sam Summerhays. And here comes the fight behind them. Peacock trying to go around the outside. Yes, he's got past James Coburn. He's going for Martin Wager. Not quite. Martin Wager and Colin Peacock. A massive amount of mini racing experience between them. This is brilliant stuff. Around the outside goes James Coburn, battling away with Colin Peacock. Over the line have gone the leaders to complete their fifth lap, and yes, the lead gap is coming down. 2:14.988, new fastest lap that time through for Rupert Death, and while that was going on, Joe Ferguson has got involved in the third place battle. I thought he was going to. It's going to be four of them for third place because Ferguson's up to fourth and Ben Colburn's up. There's all the two pink cars side by side. Oh, that was close. Joe Ferguson goes wide over the curb. McDonald is going to fight back here. And Ben Colburn looking for a piece of this as well. Pink, orange and green for third place. Aaron Smith has it at the moment. Meantime, Peter Cruz is still leading the Libre class. He's just got past Mark Sims for 12th overall. We keep our eye on this third place battle. Joe Ferguson's up to fourth and McDonald's lost another place. Ben Colburn up into fifth. I hope he hasn't pushed too hard in that early charge up the order and has shot his tyres, Kieran McDonald. Here comes Joe Ferguson now. He wants a podium place. He missed the opening rounds at Silverstone, so he needs points if he's going to challenge for the championship. He's having a look at Oggies. Aaron Smith holds him off. They're coming towards the Bentley Straight. There's going to be some slipstreaming here, I reckon. Look at this. Colburn there in fifth place. McDonald in sixth. They'll head down the Bentley Straight under the bridge. Here they come. Down towards the left-hander at Brundle. Smith positions himself on the inside. Here they come. Somehow they stay together. Ferguson sideways there. He's so late on the brakes. He fires up the inside. He's going to go wide onto the grass. Joe Ferguson trying too hard there. And he goes rallycrossing. Oh, and Kieran McDonald slowed up. He's pulled off. What's happened? I wondered if McDonald had a problem. But he just seems to have pulled off of his own accord there. I wondered if there was some contact. So it's only two for third place now. Ben Colburn is up into fourth place. And now he's giving chase to Aaron Smith. Ferguson's got going again. He's in fifth position. I think it'll be Martin Wager up into sixth place. Yes, there they go. There's further back in the pack. That's Mark Sims. There's the fight for third over the line. Andrew Jordan has stabilised the gap to Rupert Death now. It's about 6 seconds. We've still got 5.5 minutes of this race to go. And round the outside goes Ben Colburn. Is he going to make that stick through Riches? Yes, he has. brilliant from Ben Colburn. Been watching Rupert Death. Into the hairpin. Aaron Smith in 4th place. Finally lost that third. He's clung on all race long. The first two have got away. These two are over 20 seconds behind Rupert Death now. Just between these two. There's our leader. We've almost forgotten about him out in front, Andrew Jordan. There's the battle between Peacock and James Colburn, which is still going on. But you can see it's impossible to know where to look in this race. There's so much going on, just like in any Mini 7 Racing Club event. Martin Wager, he's now in 6th place, ahead of Peacock and Colburn. But such a shame for Kieran McDonald. Fought his way up to almost 3rd place in the 6th row of the grid, and then the car has let him down. Colin Peacock 7th, James Colburn 8th, then a gap back to Sam Summerhays, who's dropped back to 9th. Started from the 2nd row of the grid. James Cuthbertson is 10th. We've seen him have a couple of grassy moments. And the safety car is coming out. The safety car is being scrambled. Not too sure why. Could that be for the stranded car of Kieran McDonald, maybe? Okay, so the leader will picked up Andrew Jordan, and that's the last thing Andrew Jordan wanted to see, because we said Rupert Death was lapping on a par with him, and this is going to put Rupert right behind the race leader. Now, we're not too clear why the safety car has come out. I can only assume it is because of Kieran McDonald's car, stranded at Nelson. There is Andrew Jordan. The safety car has picked him up. And Rupert Death thinks, right, I'm lapping on the same pace as you. I've got you in my sights now, Mr. Jordan. We've only got just over 3 minutes of the race to go, so this could be a 1 or 2 lap sprint for the line. This little lot's going to close up as well. Ben Colburn, Aaron Smith, Joe Ferguson, who's recovered from his off up at Nelson. Okay, now they're queued up, ready for a restart. I think this is going to be a 1-lap sprint, because where are they? They're at Agostini. If the safety car comes in this time, we're going to have, I think, a 1-lap shootout. Anything could happen now. This is going to be like it was at Silverstone. Look at Aaron Smith. He's right over to... Is he cooling his tyres? Yeah, he's driving on the wet line up to cool his tyres. I thought he was pulling off for a second there, but yeah, he's on wet tyres, so with the track drying out, he's trying to keep them cool. There's the next group: Wager, Peacock, Colburn, Summerhays, Cuthbertson. Then Sean King. And there's Peter Cruz in the yellow car, leading the Libre category ahead of Mark Sims in the Miglia class. Les Stanton, the other man running in the Libre category. Now we have got Peter Hills at the back, but he's quite a way behind. Okay. Now hopefully we will get a 1-lap restart. There's only 1 minute 20 left on the clock. I hope we don't go to the checkered flag under the safety car, because that would be disappointing. But needs must, of course, in the interest of safety. You can see some cars driving on the cooler, wetter line to cool their tyres. Ready for a potential 1-lap shootout. I hope we do get one more racing lap in. There's Peter Cruz. He's surely heading for a class win in the yellow Britax Cooper. The lights are still on top of the BMW. I've got a bad feeling this race is going to finish under safety car. That would be a shame. Yeah, it's for Kieran McDonald that the safety car is out. Yes, the lights are still on. The clock counts to 0 now. And I think the safety car is going to bring them to the checkered flag. Well, there's the man set for a Mini Lieb class win, the Rat Racing car of Peter Cruz. And you can see that retro livery on the Britax Cooper car. And the checkered flag is out, so we finish under the safety car, which is a bit of an anticlimax. It would be nice to have had a one-lap shootout, but of course the marshals need to do their job with the car stranded at Nelson. So it will be a win for Andrew Jordan, number 77. There is the checkered flag. The safety car brings them to the line, and Andrew Jordan takes his first win of the season, extends his championship lead. Rupert Death second, and Ben Colburn his first podium in a Mini Miglia in third. Fourth for Aaron Smith. Joe Ferguson is fifth. Martin Wager sixth. Seventh, it's Colin Peacock. Eighth for James Colburn. Sam Summerhayes ninth. James Cuthbertson 10th. Sean King is 11th. Peter Cruz 12th. 13th goes to Mark Sims. 14th is Justin Cooper, number 96. 15th for Torben Astin. Les Stanton will be 16th. Peter Hills will complete the finishers. We lost Kieran McDonald, Phil Harvey, Tony LeMay, and of course Kane Astin didn't take the start. Congratulations then to Andrew Jordan. First win of the season, combined with 2 seconds at Silverstone, puts him into a clear championship lead. Rupert Death will be a bit frustrated there. He didn't get a chance to attack Andrew for the lead. And well done, Ben Colburn, a fine third place. You have to feel for Kieran McDonald, 12th on the grid, up to fight for third, and then had that problem. And you have to feel for Kane Astin, didn't even get to take the start. But the pace car is going to bring them into Parc Ferme. It'll be time for our final race of the day shortly, which is the Britcar Endurance Championship Endurance category. Second race of the day, where John Dillon will go for his second win in his Ferrari, and this time he's got a co-driver. Phil Quaife is going to race with him. Didn't go out in the wet first race, but the track a bit drier. Phil electing to take part this time. There they are heading through the paddock. And down there in said paddock in Parc Ferme will be Ian Waterhouse, and he is going to talk to our top three in just a moment.
Right, hello everybody, welcome down to Parc Ferme, and it is this man, Andrew Jordan, who I don't want to say made it look easy, because he had a 6-second lead at one point, didn't he? Of course, the safety car, what a shame it was to finish under the safety car. Rupert was getting a little bit close. Andrew, we spoke after qualifying. You said even in the conditions you could go a little bit quicker. You showed that in the race, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a bit of a gamble on tyres and what we did, but on the outlap it was clear, it was slick, so I was quite happy we went with that. And then I knew if I just got a start, and Rupert was obviously going to be very quick on the slicks, if he could get caught up in the guys on the wets, which he did. So yeah, happy with that. It was good fun.
It certainly was. It looked at a couple of times like Rupert might be able to close the gap a little bit, and then you pulled away again, and then the safety car came out and kind of ended it. bit, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I was just gauging the gap off the pit board. I could see he caught for a couple of laps, and so then I did one quick lap and opened it up by nearly a second, I think. So I thought, well, that's fine. I can just look after it then. But then with the safety car, I thought that with it going so slow, it was trying to run the clock down and get the flag at the end.
I think it was a safe thing to do in the
yeah,
end.
no,
as well,
fantastic.
wasn't it?
It's after the rain we've had, it's nice to not have any rain, and weather looks good for tomorrow as well.
Well, congratulations.
Thank
Go
you.
get yourself a Starbucks. There we go, Rupert. Congratulations, by the way. You came storming through the field, didn't you, there?
Yeah, no, that's good. It's a shame I didn't get past Aaron and Sam Summerhays there at the beginning because Andrew got away. But yeah, good race.
It was pretty exciting. It looked actually, according to the time sheet, that you were starting to put a little bit of time out of Andrew, which was pretty good going. Then, of course, the safety car kind of put pace to that, didn't it, in the end?
Well, I wasn't sure, but it looked like I was catching him. But I don't know, he'd probably given up by that stage anyway.
Well, the tyre decision was crucial, wasn't it, in this race? And you both got it right.
Yeah.
Really enabled you to get through. But, of course, you're back tomorrow. What's the expectation there?
Yeah, hopefully it'll be dry tomorrow. The weather seems to be good, I think, for tomorrow. So, yeah, we'll be back to fight another battle tomorrow.
Fantastic. Tom, man, thanks for talking to us. Nick over here as well. That was an entertaining race for us watching. What was it like behind the wheel?
I tell you what, my tyres would have been crying out for mercy. When I pulled out onto the circuit there, it was like, yeah, I may have made the wrong tyre choice here, and I tell you, they're going to be fit for the bin now. But awesome race, and I was driving the widest Mini Miglia I could, I reckon.
You certainly were. Thanks for chatting to us. Congratulations again. Right, it's time, and you can probably hear the roar of the Brit Car Endurance. If it's anything like Race 1, we're in for a cracker. I'm going to hand over to your commentator, Dave Goddard, to take you through the action.